Ta-ta! Guys, today I have Duncan the Story Dragon for you guys by Driscoll. Are you ready to meet Duncan? Well, he's Duncan and he is very excited to read story for all of you. Okay, let's see what this book's all about. When Duncan reads a story, his imagination catches fire. Unfortunately, so does his book. Guys, he's a dragon. Duncan is a dragon and he loves reading stories. But when he does read his stories, well, his imagination catches fire. So does his book. Okay, let's see what this book's all about, guys. Duncan the Story Dragon by Driscoll. Ready? Let's do this. Look at that. He's so cute. Can you see, guys? That's Duncan. Okay, let's do this. Duncan the Dragon loved to read. When Duncan read a book, the story came to life. And his imagination caught fire. Unfortunately, so did his book. Duncan loved to read stories, guys, just like us. And whenever he did, well, his imaginations all came to life. But they usually always get fire. And his book all are burned to crisp every day and every time. I just want to finish a book, said Duncan. I need to know what happens. Do the pirates find treasure? Does the captain shave the ship? Do aliens conquer the earth? And I want to read those wonderful words like the last sip of a chocolate milkshake. The end. Now, guys, all he wants to do is read his book. Get to know his characters, know the ending, and at the end, well, spill those two magical words. The end. But he never gets to do that because his book always is caught by fire. And he is very sad. He never gets to hear his ending. He loves to read storybooks. Now, Duncan tried everything to keep his cool. Really, truly, everything. Guys, he did try to fit himself inside a refrigerator. He tried to use so many different types of fans. And he even tried to put ice in, well, he's in bathtub. He's trying to cool himself, but nothing seems to work. As you can see, the fire's all burning, and it's all burning his books. It's not looking very good, guys. It's not looking very good for Duncan. I have an idea, said Duncan. I will find a friend to read to me. Okay, guys, that's a fine idea. Maybe he needs to find a friend who can read him his book. Ending stories, okay? So Duncan searched a nearby neighborhood. Hello, friend, he said to the raccoon. Will you please read me this book? Okay, guys, that's Mr. Raccoon, and he looks very startled. And don't, because he does not. Don't think he likes books, guys. Now, Duncan explored an evergreen forest. Hello, friend, he said to a possum. Could you please read me this book? Now, guys, that's Mr. Possum there, and he looks kind of scared. Mr. Possum looks kind of scared, and plonk! There he goes, playing dead because he's very, very scared. I don't think he's going to read his book, guys. I do not think Mr. Possum is going to read Duncan his book. Now, Duncan traveled to the faraway farm. Hello, friend, he said to a bull. Will you please read me this book? Now, guys, he is asking everybody, but Mr. Bull does not look happy. Look at that, guys. Well, he does not look happy. And woo! That's Mr. Angry Mr. Bull, guys. That's Mr. Angry Bull. And well, Duncan is pretty scared, and I don't think he's going to read him a book either. Look at that. He is pretty scared. So after searching the entire countryside, Duncan trudged back to his cottage. Now, guys, nobody is willing to help him to read his book. He needs someone to read him a book. And that's pretty sad. Duncan is very sad, and he's going back to his cottage. And as he hugged his book, a fat tear trickled down Duncan's cheek. It landed with a pop. Look at the size of his tears, guys. It's so big because he's so heartbroken. All he wants ever to do is read his book, find a good ending, but he cannot. And that tear is just running down his cheek. And plop, it goes like a river, and it's flowing like a river, guys. Dribbled across the floor, then ran splat into a mouse. Now, guys, his tears like a river. And there's Mr. Mousey. And it looks like Mr. Mousey is carrying his little book. It looks interesting. Sad ending? Asked the mouse. I'll never know, said Duncan. As Duncan explained his problems, he noticed a twinkle in the mouse's eye. Do you like books? Duncan asked. I love books, said the mouse. Will you please read me this book? Certainly, said the mouse. So the mouse read to Duncan carefully. Now, guys, there it is. He finally found someone who can read him this book. And little mousey, looks really interesting. Look at that. He's slurping his favorite ice chocolate while he reads his book. Look at that, while he listens to his book. Let's see what happens. Together, they battled sea monster, dodged icebergs. Now, guys, their imaginations are growing wild. Now, they're reading books, conquering battles, while battling sea monsters. They're doing everything together, and that's awesome. That is just awesome. They love stories just like us, just like we do, and they love stories. And look at that. Look at they go. And discovered new lands. They took breaks for roasted hot dogs and toasted marshmallows. Now, guys, those are kindred spirit, as you can see. They are they became friends, and they are reading books. They are reading books and taking some really sweet, really fun meal breaks as well. Look at that. Finally, the friends sailed home. Then the mouse read those two wonderful words like the last sip of a chocolate milkshake. Now, guys, finally, Duncan heard those two and beautiful words. The end of the storybook. Look at that. Two friends reading stories till the end. That is such an amazing. But actually, it was only the beginning. There's a whole library full of them, and there's so many books to read. And that's just the beginning for those two friends. And they are such a good friends, guys. As you can see, Duncan and little Mousey, friends forever. her mom and dad with two wonderful words, love and gratitude. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful story by Amanda Driscoll.